Hi there. It's been a while since I've given you an update as to what's happening on the campus, what's happening in my own life. So I decided, hey, let me just make a video that can recap so much as what's been happening in the past couple of months. So the first thing is that when we came into this year, we wanted to develop a strong student leader core. So what we're doing right now, what we've been doing for the past couple of months, is really focusing on our student leaders. And what that looks like is those who are in discipleship groups. Like for myself, I'm leading 3 guys, Njabulo, Simelelo, and Katleho. What I've been doing with them is helping them grow in their Christ likeness, which looks like what does it look like to repent of sin? What does it look like to rebuke each other in love? What does it look like to really see the gospel not just as a manner of evangelism, but how does it impact all aspects of your lives? Not to categorize the gospel, but then how does the gospel speak into your studies? How does the gospel speak into the different relationships that they have? So it's been really a good journey having with the guys, and them also divulging of their own sin, and also me coming out with them in our discipleship group times, which we have once a week. So that's been really awesome, and there's been an overflow of us focusing on our student leaders and them also going out and reaching out to others. And that's the second thing that I want to talk to you about. That, man, for the past couple of months we've been focusing on evangelism and growing our ministry in terms of having a lot of people come around to our Friday night events, such as we've been hosting brides, we've been having games nights, and all of this is done so that we can have relevant contact with the students that we've been reaching out to for about 4 months now. And what's come out of that is we've had a couple of students, so specifically for us in our men's ministry, we've had 3 Bible studies going on with about 5, an average of 5 to 7 guys attending our Bible studies, and some other guys are on the fringes, so they come around to our events, they come around and chill with us. But what's been really sweet about having those times of Bible studies and our brides and all those things that give us contact with the students is that it's led us to have spiritual conversations with them in terms of sharing the gospel with them in a way that's relevant to them or where they're at in their walks. Some of these guys are exposed to Christianity, meaning that they grew up going to church, they know who God is, but they don't have a relationship with Him. And a few of them are quite blatantly atheists and want nothing to do with God. But I mean, God has been so gracious to us, and that they still want to hang out with us, they still want to play soccer with us, they still want to play cards with us, they still through those times allow us to even share our own lives with them, share who God is for us. So God has been really gracious in giving us those opportunities to share the gospel through the relevant contact that we've been having with them. And what's really sweet about that is that it's leading us to the JWC, which is our yearly conference that we have, that has over 250 students coming from Tux, from UJ, from even Vita, and a couple of other American students coming around. It's like 3 days where we have about, give or take, 50 hours with the students, where we can really have conversations with them, where they can hear the gospel for about 3 days. So this is a really good opportunity that we have with the students. And the third thing, man, I've been challenged this year through leading these 3 guys, Simelelo, Njabulo, and Nkatleho, and looking at as acts. We've been doing acts for this semester, so it's 2 terms. And I've been challenged by Paul's life. Paul forsaking all things, forsaking comfort, financial comfort, forsaking some relationships, that is have for the purpose of wanting the gospel to go out. And that's really impacted me as to how do I look at my money. How am I not selfish about my own money? How am I not selfish about my own comfort, doing things that I'm not comfortable with, that I usually wouldn't do, just because I want to hang out with these students, not seeing them as a project, but seeing them as image bearers, people who are living in this broken world and in need of a savior. And me knowing the good news, I have to step out from my comfort and step into their world, which means having awkward conversations with some of the guys. Sometimes it looks like playing soccer. I'm not really a soccer person, but hey, I do it so that I can have relevant contact with these guys. So Paul has been a huge comfort for me in the life of Acts, that he will forsake all things for the sake of the gospel. So right now, we're about a few days leading up to the JWC. So could you just be praying for our time with the students for these 3 days, that they would really be challenged by the gospel. Some of them are Christians, as I said. May they be challenged in hearing the message of the gospel for these 3 days, that they will consider giving their lives to Christ. And some of them are exposed, or they are Christians, but they haven't had a form of discipleship. So these 3 days can really be a good opportunity for them to even grow in their faith and taking the next step in their growing in their Christian walk. And the third thing is that just for the leadership of the JWC itself, that we might be gospel-minded or focused in what we're doing. So yeah, I'd love to have conversations with y'all. I'll be in contact with each and every one of y'all. Let's see, probably we can grab some coffee, or I can come to your home, or you can even come to my home, so that we can have a good amount of time just for us to talk about, hey, what's God been doing in your life, what's the Lord be doing in my own life, and be mutually encouraged by our own walks. Thanks for watching this. Until next time.